Well, authorities have launched an investigation into the explosion that rocked the Trans-Niger pipeline in Bodo Community, River State on Monday night. The blast caused extensive damage to the mangrove ecosystem, raising concerns about its impact on the environment and local livelihoods. RRI's correspondent Ovieteme George brings us the latest updates on this developing story. Ovieteme George, always great to have you here on Newsday. Please, can you give us the update on what's been happening?
Thank you, Hawa Mokan. I am on a pipeline right-of-way in the Bodo area of Gokana local government area. It's a long stretch, actually. From here to that point, it is a long stretch. But where am I standing? Yeah, I'm standing at a troubled spot. There is a cordon off there, just right in front, and there's this one behind me. You can see a bit of crude, and of course mixed with water. Really can't mix, but as crude and water shows an unusual scene here. Well, we woke up this morning to hear about a pipeline explosion in River State, and then the very first thing that came to mind was, have the threats been carried out? But we decided to run down here to see for ourselves. What you see on social media is pictures of explosion in the creeks, but that's not the true picture. This is a pipeline right-of-way, pipeline 24 and 28. And then just a few meters from here is the main road. We are in the Bodo area of Gokana local government area. So we've come to find out what actually is the cause of the explosion. But hey, if you can see, there's a port right by my side here. I thought it was the port of life, but they say it's a juju port. So I can't go beyond that point. The juju is on its own. I am on my own. But I would like to find out what actually happened here. So I want to invite somebody who is from this area to come and tell me exactly what happened. Please, good afternoon. Come, please. You have your juju behind you, so do not be scared. Now, tell us exactly what happened here, because the initial thought was because of the political tension in River State. Have they started?
I think when things like this happen, there are always going to be different narratives. But I think as a people who are not used to this kind of event, we see it as a normal occurrence. So we woke up this morning to behold this ugly sight, but there is no political undertone, I can say for now.
Well, it's a pipeline right-of-way. The Trans-Niger pipeline runs through this. Does it look like equipment failure or sabotage? And what are the things you saw to draw up a conclusion?
I think from a layman point of view, it is likely sabotage, but I think GIV will be able to have a conclusive account of what actually happened here.
Why did you say sabotage? What did you see?
The place was dogged, so certainly an equipment failure cannot dog out itself to explode. So I think there are some human factors in it. So it is certainly third-party interference, so it's sabotage.
River State, many think there is a tension in this oil-rich state. And this is an oil facility that has been, should I say, blown up, that exploded, because I'm trying to play safe here, because the joint investigation visit has not been concluded, so the report is not yet out. But don't you think there's foul play in relation to the tension in the state right now?
I think there is another business of pipeline surveillance that are underneath all these shenanigans. So some persons might imply political meanings to it, but I think it's just maybe surveillance politics, and it has got nothing to do with the politics of River State. But people are free to input any form of meaning into it. But as a person from Mogo and from Gokana, we know it has got nothing to do with the politics of River State. So, but I cannot deter any other person from kind of forwarding any other form of narrative, but it has got nothing to do with politics of River State.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, please. This man was also here earlier on. They saw the explosion. They came this morning, actually. It happened in the night. You tell us.
Happens this morning.
Come close to your juju, please. Stay here, please. Now, you tell us, what actually happened? What have you seen? The things that you saw around this place, because it's dug up, it means some work has been done. But look, it's all charred, which means there was fire in this place. The environment is gradually depleted. So tell us, what do you know about this?
Actually, my name is Bala Barinada, Coordinator National Council of Wukana LG.
Yes.
I would want to say, to cut the whole long story short, this is sabotage. In as much as we know, equipment failure cannot be traced like this. At the same time, even the blind man can see that this place was dug. We saw can of petrol. You understand? Why we came to do our investigation very early this morning, because this fire outbreak happened exactly around 2 a.m. this morning. So when we come to this place, we got to understand that there were people who came, dug this place just to vandalize this pipe. So as God may have it, there was no casualty because people are already living around these environments. So we thank God for that. But the youth are already on ground to protect this particular environment from any further occurrence.
I'd like to say thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, okay, Hawamukan, we've heard from two persons who are from this area. I did say earlier, the Mogo Bodo area of Gokana local government area. We're standing on a pipeline right of way that stretches far into distance. We have 24 and 28 here. Now, look at the environment. If my cameraman can help me with that now. Look at the environment. Look at the charred remains. Look at the floor in particular. You see that something actually unusual took place here. And so you have oil, water. They've done some temporary remediation work in this place, but it is quite disturbing that none can really say what may have caused this. But the two persons who spoke to us say it's a sabotage. In other words, a third-party breach and not equipment failure because of the modus operandi. But again, I'm very close to this port. They call it the Juju port. I'm safe where I am, Hawa.
Vietami, I can see you're really so scared of this Juju port, but I would like you to tell us, what are the local authorities? Okay, if you say so. So what are the local authorities, emergency responders, what are they saying about this incident?
Well, the local authorities haven't said much, not much that I know about that is out there in the space, social media or that, but just to debunk the fact that it never happened in the creeks, it happened right here. We see many were so concerned when we saw it this morning. Imagine I had to wake up and run down here. But you see, the communities are beginning to tell themselves something. The protection of critical national oil and gas assets, we have a role to play. Not just the surveillance contractors, but we, the community folks too, because whenever there is an explosion, whenever the environment is depleted, the people suffer for it.
Very true.
Look at the leaves behind me, drying up in rainy season. That's quite unusual, Temitope. So,
Temi, I'm sure you know how it goes. We have to run now.
Early.
We would like to hear a lot more, but we are out of time. Thank you so much for the good work you're doing, and may the force be with you as you continue to cover this situation in River State.